Hello, and thank you for allowing me into your home for a couple of minutes to speak with you very briefly about something that I've become quite passionate about. My name is Joshua Van Dress, and I run a community-based sailing club by the name of SailingPassageEast.com. There are no annual fees, there are no structured costs, there are no base costs of any kind, so you can put your wallets away. It is not a get-rich scheme. I wanted to tell you very quickly a little bit about myself, my story. Maybe some of you can relate. Those of you that cannot, maybe you can take something else away from this video. Who knows? I have been in the financial industry as a financial advisor, stockbroker, for about the past 24 years. It's a very high-stress job. And one day, a friend of mine had said, "Hey, Josh, you know, one of the things that I like to do is go sailing. It's very relaxing." And immediately I thought, sailing, God, that's got to be expensive as beep, 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 you know what, right? So sure enough, I go to the Hudson Bay Sailing Club here in New York, the city, right off of the right off of the river there, and for $550, I got to sail for 2.5 hours with a private instructor into waters that I was really scared to get into because it was so dirty. But I will say this: for that brief 2.5 hours, it was by far the most peaceful, energetic thing that I've ever done in my entire life. And I'm 47 years old, soon to be 48. So the reason that I'm making this video and the reason that I'm coming out now and asking you guys for your time is to actually show you a leisure sport slash sport, if you will, or just leisure, that's been around since the beginning of time. Christopher Columbus founded the United States from something like this. So it's not like it's something new, but unfortunately we have been led to believe as a society that it's one of those things to where you need millions of dollars, you need to be on the uppity up, and you need to have top 1% of the nation's finances in order to go sailing. Trust me, I am here to tell you lies. What SailingPassageEast.com, that's the site that I run, the company, the community-based club, is looking to do for you folks, as well as anybody that has the 50-foot Hahnsehers, or Beneteau, whatever the case may be, that not only is it plausible, but it's affordable. I own my own boat, and I'm still rebuilding it, and I'm doing it on a $5,000 budget. So just to give you an idea, it's not that expensive. What my goal is with this video today is to get you to do this little simple thing called click on this subscribe button. And for that, you'll be able to get access to all of the videos to see if it is something for you, if it's something that you think you might like by looking at what it's about, what's involved in rebuilding, if an engine gasket goes. Not only do I sit here and tell you how to fix it, but I get right there in the engine's face. We get dirty and we show you how to do it. It can be, again, for beginners all the way up to professional sailors. What I want out of this is to become the biggest community-based sailing club around that truly and honestly has nothing but affiliate marketing money involved. That's how I want to make my money, through that, as well as through subscribers, and if those subscribers are nice enough to perhaps donate through Patreon, then that would be great. Now, what do you guys get out of this? Okay, let's take a look at that. For the beginners, I did it, like I said, because for me, it took a lot of the stress out of my daily life. And literally, when I wake up every day, it's the first thing I think about when I get out of bed is sailing. So it really did alleviate a ton of stress for me. So hopefully you guys will get that. But the one thing that I can promise you is that you will be able to get on a boat with an experienced staff, albeit small. It's not a huge boat, 26-foot boat, but again, you'll be able to help rebuild it. You'll be able to help understand what shrouds are if you don't understand, what an aft is, where starboard, where port, all that kind of stuff, right? You'll be able to understand that. You'll be able to become part of a community that I didn't even know that I was missing for a good portion of my life, and some of my very best friends have come from. So you'll be able to, I hope, gain quite a lot from this experience. If you subscribe, if that's something that you choose to do, there's no skin off our back if you don't. But if you do, and you decide to become a member through Patreon, well, guess what? Every weekend we sail. Every weekend. And if there's not enough wind, then we do something on the boat. But nonetheless, we all get together and have a good time, barbecue, whatever the case is. And you know what? At the end of the day, again, it's community, it's fellowship, it's fun. That's it. That's all we're looking for. And again, with the membership, what you get to do is if the wind is nice, a couple of us want to go out for a sail that day, guess what? We're going to hop in the boat and we're going to go. And you know what it's going to cost you? Nothing. It's part of the fellowship. It's part of the community. It's part of that peace of mind thing. So that's what I want to show you guys, is that sailing is not about the money. It's not about anything else more than simply enjoying yourself, putting your two hands to work, making something, watching that something get into the grand architecture of Mother Nature, and because of what you built or helped build for that day, you will notice that now your community is able to see something that very few people that don't sail have. And that's what I'm hoping to get out of this. I've seen some of it, not all of it. We also do weekend sails. The only thing that costs you is the food that you want to bring. And that's it, honest to God. So it's not about get rich. How we look to make our money is hopefully you guys again will do monthly subscriptions with us through Patreon for a whopping $1 or $3 a month, or $5 a month package. And if you want to go sailing to Block Island for the weekend, grats. For those of us that are not that new at this, I'm still learning quite a bit. Whether you're intermediate or professional and you have a bigger boat than mine, well, by all means, you're more than welcome to come with your boat, and then we can have a blast, and a few boats all go together for a few days. Who knows? But the point is just to get involved. There's a lot of folks that, like I said, I'm 47, and sometimes I sit there and I say to myself, in 5 years I'll do it. In 10 years I'll do it. And, there's a guy's blog I watch on sailing quite a bit. His name is Josh's Blog. And he's got a really sad story.